So hello and welcome to Coastal Crafts. So this can be a handheld video as I want to look at the Gemini. So Gemini, really good machine for cutting out intricate dies. It's electric, so you don't have to go wah, 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 and crank it round, but notorious for warping the plates. I'm just seeing if I had any of my warped plates as an example. You all know what a warp plate looks like, but you know. And partly out of curiosity as to where it's gone. So like this one of my, I think this is one I've even tried to flatten out a bit, but still, look at that. I don't know how well you can see that. That is not very flat. So I went online to see what the alternatives were to improve this situation. And I did watch a Jennifer Maguire video where she suggested that you tape 3 of your plates together. So your clear cutting plate, your magnetic one and your plastic one, and then you just use your second cutting plate underneath, and this definitely works and seems to be slightly better, but as you can see it does still warp slightly. Right, I'm going to run a dive through so you can see that there is no issue. This is me doing it one-handed, so not easy. Okay, there we go. So it's going through. This is what Jennifer Maguire suggested. And as I say, I do still get, it's noisy, isn't it? Do still get some warping. So I was happier, but I was not happy enough. But after all that faffing about, because, oh my God, I just ripped it. Yeah. As I make YouTuber of the day, not being able to do this whatsoever and having ripped the paper, you can see that it does cut out even on a doily die without any issues unless you rip the paper. And I was kind of like, well, doily is always really useful. Let's cut a few out whilst doing this video, and this is not working. Well, you never know. I may still be able to use that one. But anyway, so that was a take one. That was using the Jennifer Maguire approach, but I still wasn't quite happy enough because, as I say, it is still warping. The plate, the cutting plate remains pretty flat, and this cutting plate has remained pretty flat. It's warped slightly, but it's not too bad. But the plastic one is still warping, and of course you can still rotate that and everything. So the second option, which is the one that I'm currently using the most of, is I went onto eBay and I typed in Gemini plates, and up came these replacements for Gemini plates. So basically another company that just manufactures clear plastic has made plates to fit in the Gemini. I think it's called Slipscreen. I'm going to link them below in the description box, but I have been using these for the last couple of weeks. They're quite dusty, but they have not warped at all. So initially I just got the, it's a slightly darker one, which is sort of, I guess, the base plate. And then the clear one that you cut into, I'm trying to show you whether they're, you know, it's a tiny bit warped. And you can see it's been used a fair amount. That wasn't enough to go through. So I also had to get the, what do you call it? The Shim plate as well. So basically 3 different plates. There's another plate as well you can get called an embossing plate, which I believe is slightly thicker. I'm not quite sure what that's for. They have just been made by a company to fit the Gemini, and they do seem to fit and they seem to work. So I'm going to pause you, set up to film it, because I can't do it without holding this camera, and then come back. Okay, so I've just put the die and the paper with the cutting plate underneath and the other 2 plates on top. I don't think it matters what order they go in. Push them into the die cutting machine. That went through far more easily. So yeah, I have the A4 one because I do like to cut large dies quite often, but I believe they make these plates for the Junior as well. So as it comes out, I'm going to have to push it out with a pokey tool. The pokey tool of impossibility. Right, let's move that out of the way. So hopefully this is informative to people, despite being a slight amount of chaos, because I haven't figured out how to film one-handed yet. So if I pop the die out, we should be able to see. I think I might put 2 sheets by accident. No, doesn't matter. Yeah, but that has cut that. No issues. Nice intricate doily die. No issues. Everything has popped out. So I'm quite happy with these for the moment. I'll probably still keep the official Gemini dies. There are times when a couple of intricate dies, this didn't cut because it was slightly not as thick. So I shoved it through on the Gemini ones and they cut perfectly. But it's nowhere near, like, even with these ones, it cuts far more intricate dies than you'd get for your big shots or anything. And these obviously are cheaper. I think it was about $12.99 maybe for the bottom 2 and an extra 6 or something maybe for the other one. It could be more than that. I'll post you the links anyway on eBay. But basically the main reason I wanted them was because they are going to warp significantly less. I'm sure they will warp eventually because all plates warp eventually. But the issue with the Gemini plates is they warp very quickly. And that is just expensive. But I do like the Gemini, so I don't want to get rid of it. But yeah, this is an alternative if you've been having warping issues with your Gemini. And I shall see you very soon. Bye.